May is Williams Syndrome Awareness Month. It was created 6 years ago to help increase awareness of Williams syndrome and raise funds for specialized programs, scholarships, and assistance to families and research. Joining us this morning, we have Executive Director Terry Moncaba. She joins us along with her son, Ben Moncaba, and Michelle Rezague, both of whom live with Williams syndrome. So nice to have you here, your smiling faces. Let's start first. May is Williams Syndrome Awareness Month. What is it, Terry?
Williams syndrome is a rare genetic disorder. The kids are missing just 26 genes. That's 0.1% of their genetic makeup, but it results in cardiovascular issues and kidney and medical problems, learning disabilities, developmental delays. But on the flip side, wonderful verbal, highly social personalities and a love for music.
A love for music, but this is a fairly newly recognized syndrome. I mean, it wasn't until recently, fairly recently, that it was starting to really be known.
Yes, the syndrome was recognized in 1961, so that was after Michelle was born. She was already 5 or 6 years old, and it wasn't really readily diagnosed until the 90s when there was finally a blood test.
Right. Now, you mentioned the love of music. Michelle, what are some things that you enjoy?
I love music. I like to dance to music. I do research puzzles.
You have a pet at home?
Yes, I have a cat at home. Her name is Bubba.
And have you always loved music ever since you were a kid?
Yes, I have. I grew up listening to a lot of music. I had listened to the Moody Blues, the Beatles, the Bee Gees.
And who's your favorite artist now? If you had to narrow it down to one band, who would it be, or one artist?
I like Josh Groban.
Groban, yes,
Yeah.
love him. And how old were you when you were diagnosed?
I was 40 years old when I was diagnosed.
So you lived until 40 without knowing exactly what it was that made you different. And I think it's
correct.
really important to get the awareness out. Now, Ben, I want to talk to you. I saw you on stage at High School Musical.
Oh, yes, you did.
How could I miss your smiling face? Tell me about you. What do you enjoy?
Well, I enjoy music, and everybody, I also enjoy being a clown.
Oh, yeah. Okay, but you really do, not just clown like you're a funny guy.
Right.
But you actually are a clown.
Right, and my starting a loving of clowning when I was about 3 years old, I went to my elementary school class, took a field trip to the Shrine Circus, and I met these clowns, and my mom had to carry me over as I couldn't walk yet. And so all these clowns came up to me and they said hi, and I shook one of the clowns' hands and I was very excited. And
so now,
overall,
look at that. Look at you now, all these years later, you're a clown yourself.
Yes.
So what do you do in your free time?
I love to dance. I love to sing. I love to draw clowns. I like to go to concerts.
And don't you go to assisted living facilities to entertain?
Yeah, I go to nursing homes around the Massachusetts area, and I perform for residents, and it's a blast, and it's fun to see their faces.
That's awesome,
and
Ben. That's great.
So
that's great. So nice to have you here. If people want more information, they can visit the Williams Syndrome website, which is williams-syndrome.org. Important to get the awareness out. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Nice to have you here. You look good with that clown nose on.
Oh, thank you. And everybody, have a... Whoops. So, one more thing.
Okay.
Make each day a happy day, everybody.
I love it. Coming up on Mass Appeal, senior portraits are an exciting